Hello, everybody. So, I wanted to tell you a little story. Well, kind of a story, but it's really just what I did today. So, I drove through Bedminister, New Jersey today because we were going to some shops in Chester. And Chester has these really neat shops that I've never been to before. I would highly recommend going to Chester. As many of you know, Bedminister is where Taterhead is staying at the moment, where his golf course is, where I believe his ex-wife is buried. I've never been there, don't really care. But Bedminster is very nice. So I wanted to show you what I got from these cool shops, but I also wanted to tell you what I thought was funny. On the way home from Chester, we're driving south through Bedminster, and I kept seeing turkey vultures. Not uncommon to see turkey vultures in New Jersey, especially along a highway, but these only turkey vultures I saw were in Bedminster, so I got a laugh out of it, like, oh, they must know Trump's in town. They must smell him. And then we saw a one-car accident. Somebody looked like they may have been trying to turn into like a business, but they didn't make it. I don't know why, but I felt bad for the driver. The whole bottom end of the car was just like, the bottom of the car was just off and in the grass, and there's an airbag was deployed, and it was a Tesla, and that also made me laugh. I felt bad for the driver because he's a driver. I don't know where he falls on the I love or hate Elon Musk scale, and it's not the point. The point is, I just thought it was funny that it was a Tesla in Bedminster that had gotten into a one-car accident. It was almost like Omens, right? I was like, oh, look at those turkey vultures. Oh, there's another turkey vulture. Oh, look, a crashed Tesla. Funny. Anyway, so I did want to tell you about two shops I went to in case you are ever in the area. These are really great shops. First shop I went to was called Lupa-Apothecary. It's a little shop. She's moving things around in there, but it's beautiful. Very Victorian style and lots of cool everythings. You could get some crystals. You could get some tarot decks, which is what I got because that's what I do. And you could get bath bombs, by your astrological sign. She had some antique things in there that were just fun and whimsical. She had books, pictures that you could buy, put on your wall, that were also fun and whimsical. So she had a lot of really cool stuff. She actually had this cactus hand cream. I'm going to go back and get that because it was fantastic. And then let's see. So I'm going to show you I got two decks from her place. Which ones did I get from her? So I got the Golden Tarot deck here. It's really cool. I like the Renaissance look of cards. I really like those. This is gold here on the side. This is the Golden Tarot by Cat Black here. Comes with a great booklet. Let's see some of these pictures. What I like about these cards is that they are, they have that feeling of bicycle playing cards, you know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know if that's the linen feel or not, but they have that texture to them. That's like bicycle cards. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is the Fool. What else we got here? We got the Magician. What else? Let me pull random things and make sure I can show them on YouTube. The Five of Swords. The Six of Swords. Really nice deck. I love the Renaissance look about the cards. Look at this Ace of Wands. Look at all that fire. Yeah, so it's really neat. I really like decks that show you a lot of detail in the minor arcana, because there's some decks that are very beautiful, and then you get to the minor arcana and there isn't much detail. But this one is, you know, it reminds me of the Rider-Waite. It has that inspiration of the Rider-Waite. That's the 3 of Cups. So I can't wait to use this deck. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There might be some things I have to cover because YouTube is like, hey, don't show that. But, you know, this is a 2 of coins. You want? Oh, it wants to focus on my face and it lost it. Hello. Okay. Technology. All right. So that was the first deck I got. What was really interesting is I also got this deck that's called the Astrology deck, and it's your guide to the meanings and myths of the cosmos. There. So I just did a video with Kyle Therese Cranston, and she was asking me if I was trying to get more into astrology. And you know, I told her it was something I was always interested in because I just grew up with it. It was like normal in my family to sort of do things with astrology. So I had a feeling, I was like, I gotta get this deck, even though I couldn't really see the detail of it. I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna get this deck. So what's really neat about this deck is that, you know, it's not full of like pictures and everything. This is, let's see, is this the back? Different, it has different backs depending upon what the card is. Asteroids, these are the aspects things. So those are just the backs. So then when you look at the front, see the first one is the sun. And what's cool about it is that it gives you a blurb. So like if you're trying to learn astrology, this is the back of the sun, 10 planets. It helps you to remember what things are, because it also did, I noticed, like squares, semi-sextiles, so it gives you more info about what that means. Post shadow, retrograde, part of fortune, waxing crescent, blood moon, super moon. So it has a lot of really good information. I know things like trines and sextiles and conjunctions and oppositions. Those things, you know, are kind of like the hardest things to remember sometimes when you're learning it, so they have that handy as well. So I'm really happy that I got this deck, and I thought it was very interesting that Kyle asked me that and that I found this. It also has this cool little booklet, gives you a bit more information, the planets, astrological terms, that helps you with those. But I also really like that it gives you this really cool, as my dad would say, nifty, that was his word. It gives you this little birth chart thing. Gives you all the houses, tells you about the houses. And it tells you what you need to get a birth chart. You know, what information you need, where you might go online. Also gives you angular houses, cadent houses. It's really interesting. Some things I hadn't even heard of before, but it tells you all on here. So that's really cool. So if you really want to get into astrology, I would highly recommend this deck. I can't wait to start using it. It looks like a lot of fun to just help yourself learn. Like you could probably still pull cards from this deck for people, but it's also a really great guide, a learning deck for you when you're trying to figure out astrology. I'm trying to see who made it. Lisa Stardust. Ooh, a professional astrologer based in New York City. Very cool. So yeah, so if you're ever in New Jersey, you want to check out some cool stores in Chester, definitely check out Lupa-Apothecary. The other store I went to is the Midnight Owl, and that store had tons of things, but they're only open on Fridays and Saturdays. Tons of crystals. Ooh, I got a sandstone. Let me show you. It lost me again. Hello. There we go. So I got this cool sandstone, right? From there. I just thought it looked so neat. Very porous, very cool. I got a really neat magnet because I just liked how it looked. I feel like I'm a very lucky person, so I got the lucky magnet. So this store, the Midnight Owl, had, oh man, it had everything. Had so many crystals. It had prayer flags. It had clothes. It had decks. It had so many decks. I had the most decks I'd seen personally in one store. So I was definitely looking around, seeing what I could find. I did find the Starman Tarot, and I believe Scott and Sabrina talked about the Starman Tarot on her Cards with Friends show. So Scott's Scorpio Sun Tarot, Sabrina Tree of Life Inner Guidance. I believe that's what it is. Sabrina, don't yell at me. So it's really cool because this is based on David Bowie, and I saw it and I had to have it. I saw what her and Scott were showing it, and I thought it looked really cool. So this is a Starman Tarot. There's David Bowie as well. Let's see, who created this? Oh, I forgot their name. It's not on here. Oh, there it is. Lo Scarabeo by Davide de Angelis, or Angelis, if in English. David of Angels. All right, so really neat. I know that Scott and Sabrina were talking about there's different versions of this. This version has this back on it. Has a lot of really great, very colorful cards. The Fool is the Sacred Clown. The Magician is the Starman. We have High Priestess, Empress. So many things. I'm trying to make sure what I can show you as opposed to what I can't show you. This is a Tower card. A lot going on there. Very cool. Let's see. Let me look at the Minor Arcana. I love looking at the Minor Arcana. The Three of Pentacles. Look at that. What else? There's the Ace of Wands. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Look at that battle going on there. So very, very colorful cards. Technicolor. Love it. Can't wait to use those. And then the last deck I got, I know, I was like, I have too many decks. I don't need more of those. Last one I got is from Hay House. I should have got this when Hay House was like 50% off. They have a lot of sales, Hay House. So always, you could subscribe to their mailing list and also just check their website because they do a lot of sales. And they're really good sales. But this is the Tarot of Curious Creatures. And I remember seeing this on the website, but it didn't really catch my eye until I saw it in person. This is the back. Really nice. And I love the way that it's very whimsical. This is the Fool. This is the Magician. It's a polar bear with a suit on. The High Priestess. Right? So really cool cards. The Empress. I'm not going to go through a bunch of cards, but that Five of Wands. Look at that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, all these cards are very beautiful. These are based on animals. The Six of Swords, the tortoise and the hare. That's pretty neat. One more. The Three of Pentacles. Look at these kitty cats. What are they doing? So yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys my little story of feeling like I was seeing omens on the way home that weren't good for Taterhead. And I wanted to show you these really cool cards. I thought they were really neat. So if you are ever in the area, the Lupa-Apothecary and the Midnight Owl. So I'll put links to their websites as well in the description. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.